Good afternoon and welcome to Lochinch Training Facility in Glasgow. Mike McLean alongside me, I'm Lawrence Nelson, and Darvel versus Stranraer, and been a hell of a short close season, Mike. We're ready to start again.
Some people say it's not been short enough, others would say it's been too short. You just have to get on with it. The bottom line is the new management team get their first look at the players in action, and it's an interesting lineup we've got this afternoon.
Well, let's give you that Stranraer lineup, the starting 11 anyway. Greg Fleming in goals, in front of him Scott Robertson. Number 4 is a trialist, 6 is Kieran Miller, 7 is a trialist, 9 is Matty Yates, 10 and 12 are trialists, 14 Josh Walker, 15 is a trialist, and 16 is new signing Sean McIntosh. On the bench, Jamie Walker, Sean Burns, Ayrton Sonker, Grant Gallagher, Paul Woods, a trialist, and Jake Service and Harry Mitchell. Let me just give you the Darvel team as well. Absolutely jam-packed with SPFL experience. Chris Truesdale, Cameron Eady, Jordan Allen, formerly of Stranraer, Darrell Meggitt, he was at Stirling last season, former Queen of the South man Ian McShane, Darren Miller, formerly Albion Rovers, Willie Robertson, Ross Caldwell, Andy Stirling, needs no introduction, Harry Monaghan and Jason Marr. And the Darvel bench is Lyle Avci, again, needs no introduction to us, Dominic Rolland, Aaron Black, Scott Ferguson, Lee Haddon, Gavin Mitchell and Ryan Thompson, another former Stair Parker. Man in the middle for this one is Ross Hardy, and we're about a minute underway here in the Glasgow sunshine.
Good little turn there from Matty Yates there to earn the free kick. Promising start.
Mike, this is another one of these where the result really means absolutely zilch. It's for Jamie, this is the first chance to see some players, and a lot of trialists, by the way, in a warm-up match.
Well, he's starting 5 trialists. That's what he wants to see. He wants to see what these players can do, what they can give to the team. He's got a few of the regulars in amongst them.
A sprinkling of them, yeah. And it's a free kick for Stranraer.
Now let's see if we've got anything planned.
Just on the edge of the D. Darvel player not happy with the decision. Number 8, Willie Robertson. So Josh Walker with the free kick.
Good effort. And a
it's
great
turned
goal.
Home,
Good
and,
goal, son.
Good finish by Josh. 7 minutes on the clock.
That was quite impressive from the youngster. Nice finish.
So, again, hasten to say I'm not particularly convinced the result matters, but what does matter is seeing Josh's ability to turn that free kick home.
Well, interestingly enough, last weekend Darvel went through to Clackmannan to play Sochi.
Yeah, another big non-league side.
A beautiful ground. I was watching the highlights of that, and Sochi 4, Darvel 5.
Woof. So Ross Caldwell has a go there from just outside the box and drives it wide. Realistic chance though for Darvel. And Darvel, in case you don't know, they operate this season coming in the West of Scotland League, and don't be kidded if you don't know much about them. Darvel will be one of the big guns we suspect in that league. Looking at the playing squad they've got, and we know they've got a few bob to spend. So Miller out wide, and here is Cameron Eady, gets a cross into the middle and hits the crossbar.
Well, I think that was the stanchion behind the crossbar. I don't think that hit the crossbar.
Mike. Yeah, no, I think you're right. And
I think Greg had that covered.
I think it was a cross rather than an effort on goal anyway. But 13 minutes on the clock here at Lochinch. Not Lochinch Castle, in case you're wondering, but Lochinch in Glasgow.
I wasn't wondering.
So maybe thought we were playing at the Earl of Stairs home pitch. Of course, Stair Park probably counts as that.
Again, well read by McIntosh and well fed as well.
Trialist up on the right.
But finding his man.
A good run by the trialist number 7. Another trialist number 4.
Good touch by Matty. Picked up well.
And that third trialist involved number 12. Back to Yates. Into the middle. Number 7. Seems a bit strange not to be able to give you the name for some of these guys. It's trialist to trialist to trialist. And a nice block there from Matty Yates, but Eady gets past. He doesn't get past the number 12 though. But here is McShane on the ball. He breezes past 15. He'll put it out wide to the left. Back to McShane. Lovely finish.
Great finish.
Yeah, fantastic finish by Ian McShane there. Draws Darvel level. 23 minutes on the clock. And it's 1-1 here at Lochinch. Nice wee 1-2 there. The former Queensman finishing it off with a well-placed shot past Greg Fleming.
It was a ball that was lost in the middle of our half there, and just a poor touch gave them the opportunity.
Darvel just have to be careful here. The number 10 doing his best to press high up the park and make sure they're not having it easy at the back. And this time they go long, that's aimed at Edie, and he gets there and he steps past number 12 and out bravely comes Greg Fleming.
In a situation like that, you'd back him 9 times out of 10.
It's Miller with the corner. It's still loose and a lovely return from Andy Stirling, and it grazes the Greg Fleming's left hand post there. A number of Darvel players on the edge of the Stranraer box, one right on the line, and it's met powerfully by Edie, but misdirected really.
That's well intercepted.
Well done, McIntosh.
McIntosh again.
15-12 back to Greg Fleming. And here comes Robbo, and that's not something you take lightly. Matty Yates.
Good running.
And a good run. Brilliant run by the number 7.
Oh, brilliantly done.
And a lovely finish. Absolutely fantastic run
Brilliantly
by number
done.
7. 35 minutes on the clock. Trialist number 7. Puts Stranraer 2-1 up.
Great ball from Matty Yates as well. Perfectly weighted.
Lovely ball and beautiful control.
Full marks to number 7 for beating the keeper to the ball. But
Great
again,
control and great finish. So half time here at Lochinch. Darvel 1, Stranraer 2. We're having a look around to see what changes are. I can see Grant Gallagher on. I can see Ayrton Sonker on. I can also see Paul Woods on. Another new signing, number 11. So who's gone off is the question. Yeah, so Scott Robertson's gone off. Kieran Miller's gone off. Number 10 and number 12 have gone off. That was an extremely wasteful ball by Jordan Allen, you have to say.
Carl launches it clear.
Yep. Here's the trialist.
17. Hasn't quite managed to find Josh Walker, but trialist 4 racing in.
I'll tell you what. Oh,
once again, the goalkeeper looks shaky. That should have been number 3.
That should have been off the crossbar and presumably not over the line.
That should have been nowhere near the crossbar and hitting the back of the net.
But I'll tell you what, it should have been anywhere near a chance for Stranraer. That was Darvel's defence were found wanting there.
I mentioned the keeper before, and that all stemmed from him.
Yeah, it was a lovely interception by the 17 trialist.
That was a dreadful clearance.
And played it back in the middle to number 4. I'll tell you where my calculations have gone wrong. Look at
17.
this. Look at this. And number 7 so close.
I thought number 17 might have had a go himself there. I didn't think it was necessary to lay that off.
As you say, Mike, I'd like to see a fair bit more of him, but he's providing a real presence, the number 17 here.
Well, he's a big lump of a lad, you know, and he looks quite mobile as well.
I was going to say, he certainly looks fit. So here's Paul Woods. He's got 15 out wide. 17, back to 15. He's put it into the middle. A wee back heel from 4.
Woods looking for a shot, you can tell. 17 looking for a shot as well, and they'll take the corner.
It, yeah, Darrell Megget gets in the way. And
so McIntosh goes off, and number 7 goes off.
And 62, we've got Jake Service and Harry Mitchell coming on. And a free kick to Darvel. It's a free kick for Darvel. 10 yards into their half. It's fed into number 9. Gets a header on it, so that was Ross Caldwell. Glancing header wide of the mark.
Andy Stirling's gone
off. Putting your own keeper under pressure there. Now here's number 4. And there was an empty goal there for a moment if number 4 had been quicker off the mark, but he chose to pass to 17.
Sean Burns runs that well, drives forward.
Into...
Feeds Harry Mitchell.
And that's a decent save.
Yep. Good effort.
Save. Mitchell denied. Here he comes from Walker into the goal mouth.
Yes.
And that's headed home. Is it 15? Headed that home, Mike?
Right, looks like it.
Yep.
He's getting the congratulations.
Yes.
Again, poor defending by Darvel because the defence was absolutely static there. Nobody seemed to be challenging for it. They were there, but they weren't going for it. But we'll not worry about that.
It's 81 on the clock. Darvel 1, Stranraer 3. Trialist number 15 gets his name on the score sheet. Beautiful afternoon for us to be a spectator at a football match.
Absolutely, a shirt-sleeved crowd for those who bother with shirts at all.
And it's not It's not a big crowd by any means, but there's probably, I don't know, 40 or 50 people enjoying the game in the sunshine. As Darvel press again, that should be a goal, and it is. Well converted by 17, Scott Ferguson.
And as you can hear from the sound of the applause, there are Darvel spectators here.
Yes.
They made the trip.
So Ferguson on 84. Gallagher winning a tussle there with Ryan Thompson, former teammate. There's 17. Now 15 plays it forward. Woods is onside. Cuts it into the middle, and number 12, Gavin Mitchell, races back to cut out the danger. Here's 15 on the ball for Stranraer.
Oh,
and that whizzes past everybody and goes out for a throw-in, I think, at the far side. Mitchell back into Gallagher. And that comes all the way across, aimed for 15, and it's intercepted. But it will be a Stranraer throw-in, and we're now into injury time, Mike. We're just about
Black
to go
looks
into
as if
injury
we've read
time.
that quite well, but no, we're not.
And
And
the
the
referee-
injury time, that's it.
The referee
So well
blows
done, boys.
bang on 45. Full time here at Lochinch in Glasgow. Darvel 2, Stranraer 3. And Mike, we saw 2 new signings. We saw Sean McIntosh, we saw Paul Woods. Both had a decent innings this afternoon. We saw 6 trialists, 2 guys up from the South of Scotland team. Plenty of food for thought for Jamie Hamill.
Yes, we've got another run out on Monday night, so the two we know about will be announced, I'm sure, over the weekend. And if there's anybody else, it obviously means they've impressed Jamie this afternoon.
It's a full time then. Darvel 2, Stranraer 3. A useful first workout for Jamie Hamill's squad. Thanks for watching.